Hi guys. We're on page, let's see what it says, 22 here. We're gonna figure out what Pascal's triangle does for us and where it comes from. Um, First thing you need to know is that binomials, when they're squared or cubed, are useful to us when graphing. Because when we're graphing, if it looks like this, it will tell us that left or right shift when it's in vertex form or ready to graph form. But that will look completely different than things will look in standard form. So we're trying to go back and forth here, and that's why we're going to have this little exercise. So if you have x plus 1 squared, eventually this should be something you should be able to do in your head, but they do want us to go ahead and show the steps. So x plus 1 times x plus 1 is how I'm going to do it. If you want to do the box method, also fine, whatever you like to do. This will be an x squared plus an x plus an x. So it's plus 2x plus 1. Now, if I was to do x plus 1 to the third, you would have to write it out 3 times, x plus 1 times x plus 1 times x plus 1. And you can only multiply 2 things at a time. So you would do these two first, which thankfully I've already done right here. That's x squared plus 2x plus 1. And then you would take that guy times x plus 1. So if you were going to do the box method here, you would have to make a third row to your box. I'm going to triple distribute, but you could do it this way if you like that better. I'm going to triple distribute. This will be x cubed plus x squared. Next guy would be plus 2x squared plus 2x, and then plus x and plus 1. And I stacked mine up the way I did for like terms purposes. You don't have to do that. X cubed plus 3x squared plus 3x plus 1. Okay, when it says check your work by graphing, what you can do is you can type this into your Y1 and you could type this into your Y2. Make sure the tables and graphs are the same. That means you did things correctly. It's a nice little check for you to do, especially when you're doing some of these more complicated calculation problems where there could be lots of sign mistakes. Like a really good thing to do on a test or a quiz. All right, I love this. It says some enterprising young mathematician. Okay, spoiler, his name was Pascal. He took those coefficients that we just did, like x plus 1, like the coefficients is the number in front. Remember, it's a 1 and a 1 is the 1 and the 1. So then he took an x plus 1 squared. I don't want to rewrite it. It's right here. And that was, if you remember, x squared plus 2x plus 1. So he took the coefficients there and he put 1, 2, 1. And then the one we just finished was x cubed plus 3x plus 3x plus 1, and that was the 1, 3, 3, 1. Now, if you take x plus 1 to the fourth, a lot of kids have different ideas of what this next row should be, and I've done this many times. If you were just to predict, a lot of kids see that the ones go here on the corners, and a lot of them see this diagonal here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. The question is what will be here. A lot of times kids guess the number 4 would be there, and it's not. So you can make a guess, but I'm going to go ahead and take x plus 1 to the fourth so that you can see what it actually is. Now that's the same thing as x plus 1 to the third times x plus 1. I already did x plus 1 to the third, which is why I'm making that shortcut. That's x cubed plus, oh, sorry, forgot my squared there. 3x squared plus 3x plus 1. And I'm going to take that times x plus 1. We will like quadruple distribute here. X to the fourth, just what I thought would happen. That's from the 1. Plus x cubed plus 3x cubed plus 3x squared. What did I mess up here? X to the fourth plus x cubed plus 3x squared cubed, there it is, plus 3x squared. Okay, now I'm here. Plus 3x squared plus 3x plus x plus 1. So actually what happened in that middle spot, the 4x cubed, as Jared just looked like what we thought would happen was a 6th. And some kids are a little surprised by the 6. But it does belong there. And the suggestion here that they're saying is, wouldn't it be nice if I didn't have to do all these arrows thing and I could just go straight from this to the answer if I knew some little pattern? And the answer is yes, it will help you. Somebody's calling me. I'm going to pause it for 1 second. Go ahead and try to do x plus 1 to the 5th if you haven't done that already, and see what comes up here.